Okay, high school painting 2. This is your demonstration for your plaster artwork. Hopefully what you have done prior to this is figure out what you're going to put on top. Hopefully you have a sketch. I'm going to be doing the self-portrait one for an example. So I printed a picture of something obviously that is important to me, which is mother and a child, something going on right now. It's not a real picture of me, but I didn't have one around to take a picture. So you could do the same technique I'm going to do, just have someone take a picture of you and it'll work the same way. You'll need a clear lid like this. These are in the watercolors cabinet, and it also says plaster materials. Okay, in there you will also find the large white container that says Model Magic. It has plaster and a couple of gray cups like these. With plaster, it's super important you guys don't wash anything out because it dries as hard as a rock. So everything we use has to be disposable. When you look at the cup, there's a line for P, so that's how much plaster you should fill it to, and a line for W, that's how much water you should fill it to. Above the large sink, there are some popsicle sticks. You'll use that to stir. So I filled it up to here. I'm going to go get some water quick. Now once you add the water, you're going to immediately see it bubbling because there's a chemical reaction happening. Take your popsicle stick, stir all the way to the bottom. There might be a little bit of powder that comes up too. With plaster, you have about 15 to 20 minutes of time where it's totally malleable, and about a half-hour amount of time where you can just draw into it. So this first video, I'm just going to show you how to prepare your plaster, and then I'm going to let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes because you really can't draw into it until it's sat for a while. Okay? So when you guys do this, you're going to have to do this all in one day. You're going to pour your plaster, you're going to let it set up for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then you can start to put things into it, okay, and start to carve into it. You need to try and have at least 2 different materials that you've incorporated into your plaster. So as I'm stirring it, make sure that I go all the way to the bottom of the cup. All the way around. And like I said, everything needs to be thrown away. Do not dump any of this near the sink. Okay, so now I'm going to fill my little plastic container. Looks like that's going to be just about the perfect amount. Make sure you pour the whole cup in there. I don't want it to be any thinner than that. Okay, so I'm going to let it set up for a few minutes here, and then we will start our next video.